channel. My name is Laura, and today I'm doing Saturday Shelfie Tour. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it this week, but I do have an hour that I could spend doing this, and my husband is awake, so I am in my bedroom, and behind me is all my crafts, my crates filled with TBR books. We are up to my letter H, and my H is these two crates here. I pulled out all my books, and I stacked them in front of me. I think I stacked them by YA and adult, so we'll see. I might be, when I edit this, I might have some of them wrong, so I will look them up as I edit. Okay, so the first couple of books I'm going to do with books that I have multiple authors. I have an author and I have multiple books by that author. So I have two authors that start with the letter H that I have multiple books of. And the first one is Deborah Harkness, and I have Discovery of Witches, and I actually just got the audiobook for this one. They are having a sale right now on Audible where you could buy two books for one credit, and I got the first book on audio. So I have this one, and I have the second book here, which is Shadow of Night. So Discovery of Witches and Shadow of Night. I thought I had all three books, but apparently I only have the two up here. So those are the two books I have by her. The second author that I have multiple books of is Tammy Hogg, and I don't know if I said her name correctly. It's H-O-A-G, and I have Cold Heart, and this one was given to me by my grandmother. It is a large print. Look how big that font is. Yeah, so she gave this to me and she said it was really good, so I got this one. I have Cry Wolf, and I also have Secrets to the Grave. I have not read this author yet, so I'm hoping to try her out. So she writes fiction, I think, adult fiction, and psychological thrillers, I think. So that's that. Okay, so on to my YA books. I have a stack here, and I'm going to share with you what I have by my YA books. Okay, the first book I have is Splintered by A.G. Howard. So, yeah, I got this one. I have two books by Henry. April Henry. I've read April Henry before. I've read one of her series, I think book one. I have another part of her series. I have The Girl Who Was Supposed to Die, and I have The Body in the Woods. So yeah, so these are YA books. Okay, the next book I have here is My Best Friend's Exorcism, and this is by Grady Hendrix. Sorry if I butcher anybody's name. Okay, so that's that one. This one is called Magic by Angie Sage. That. I have a Paper White by Meg Haston. I have The Cuckoo Song by Frances Hardinge. That is a creepy cover. Okay. I have Wool by Hugh Howley, and I think I have this one also on audio. Ida B by Catherine Hannigan. I'm not sure if this is YA. When I edit, I will let you know. This is book 2. I've read book 1. This is Rebel Bell is book 1. This is Miss Mayhem, and I have not read this one yet. So I enjoyed book 1. I think I gave it 4 stars. And then I have a series that I got at BookCon. I got Shattered Blue, which is book 1, and Renegade Red, which is book 2. And these are by Lauren Bird Horowitz. And the last YA book that I have is Vinyl. I got this at BookCon. This is Sophia Elaine Hansen, and that's also a creepy cover. So those are my YA books. So on to my adult books. I'm just trying to move the pile over. Okay. Okay, so my little paperback books, I have two. I have For the Twins' Sake by Jillian Hart, and of course I like to read books about multiples, so yeah, so I have this in my collection that I have not read yet. And I have How to Flirt with a Naked Werewolf by Molly Harper. Okay, so on to my bigger books, and this stack is definitely going to fall. It's about up to here, okay? Here we go. If You Only Knew by Kristen Higgins. I have not read this author yet. Until You're Mine by Samantha Hayes. Barefoot by Ellen Hildenbrand. I have a lot of her books. They are downstairs on my other shelf, but this is the only one that I have upstairs in my crates. I have not read this author yet. If you have read this author and you recommend any books, I'm sure I have it downstairs because I have a lot of collections. She writes contemporary adult. So, yeah. Okay, so I have a new adult here. I have Clipped Wings and Inked Armor by Helena Hunting, and I think Clipped Wings is the first book. This is the second book. Those are new adult. I have Winter's Tale by Mark Helprin, and I know that this one is a movie, but it is a huge undertaking to read this one. So, yeah. So I really like to read it before I watch the movie, so that's why I have the book. Okay. The End and Buried by Kim Harrington. Gentlemen and Players by Joanne Harris. I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes. The Silent Wife by A.S.A. Harrison. Unleashed by Nancy Holden and Debbie Vigu. I don't know how to say her name, but that's that one. Looks like vampire stuff. Conversion by Catherine Ho. If Hooks Could Kill by Betty Hetchman. Red Riding Hood by Catherine Hedwick. This may be a YA book, but I'm not sure. A new adult, Making Faces by Amy Harmon. I heard that this one was amazing, and I have it, but I haven't read it yet. Yeah, so one day. This author usually writes YA, and I think that this one's an adult book. Love Lies Beneath by Ellen Hopkins. She usually writes in verse, but this book is a regular book. It's not written in verse. So a regular book by Ellen Hopkins. Yeah, and I love the cover because it's purple. I had to have it. Lies and Other Acts of Love by Christy Woodson Harvey. Winter Bloom by Tara Heavey. The Girl Who Couldn't Read by John Harding. The Dry by Jane Harper. A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. This may be YA as well, but I'm not sure. Ginger Snaps by Webb Hubble. This Book Will Save Your Life by A.M. Holmes. Gone by Mo Hader. And the last book that I have here is Sure Signs of Crazy by Karen Harrington. So those are a lot of books that start with the letter H. Thank you for watching. If you have read any of these books and you recommend I read them, or if you have any books that you would like to read with me, please comment below and maybe I'll pull it out and maybe read it along with you. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.